only two living persons on Earth that could take pictures and videos of the so-called ectoplasm. The soul getting out of human body and materializing in front of people. The first was Dr. Hamilton, and he is dead. The second is me, and I'm alive. People think that the human soul is a myth, but they are wrong. You can find different opinions even inside the same groups of thinkers. There are religious people out there that think that the soul really exists, and there are also other strangely real religious groups that think that, well, we might have a soul, but we cannot control that, and we cannot make it get out of your body and do things like that. It's only devil doing that. And you can also find different opinions about the soul, even inside groups of the great thinkers, the scientists. Some of them think, yes, that might be possible, and some of them think that's not possible. Well, I don't care. I can show you. I know that if you'd be here, you'd be asking me if that's real or not, photo editing or video editing. How the hell did you do that? How do you do that? Can I do that? Well, the answer is complicated. First of all, you must know that that's not a result of photo editing, and that's not also pareidolia. Pareidolia is another thing. Yes, pareidolia is real, but you can see that this is not pareidolia. That's real. This thing is the real stuff. But how do I do this? This is a really long story. It has nothing to do with religion, and at the same time, be careful, because religions teach you to stay away. The reason is that they don't want you to know. This is stuff that they don't want you to know. They want to control this knowledge. And I know that when you go to a church or a mosque, you want to get connected to God when you go there. And yes, they tell you that by listening to them, you will get connected to God. But you're not a fool, and you know it's not their words that make them trustable. It's their actions. And if you judge their actions and you start investigating, they get scared. And when they get scared, they start blaming on us, people that can show you. They cannot show you anything. And you know why? Because they are not connected to God. God-related things. And yes, they have a lot of justifications about that. And they have put a lot of these justifications inside their so-called holy books. Hey, wake up. This is stuff they don't want you to know. Do your government know about this? Hell yes. Our governments know about this. They have tons of files about these kind of things. They know that this is real. They know this is true. It's not fake. They also know that if they admit it, people like me, people like us, can get too much attention, and they are afraid of what we can do with this attention. They are afraid that we can use this attention for political reasons. And they also know that people like us are not easily controllable, because our power is greater than the power of any political power in the world. So what do? Well, they sponsor bullying, and also their first-class policy, the policy of denial.
We did not know that this was a teachable skill, that the model could be taught. We didn't know then, but it can, very easily. You might think, well, why did you create this format? We didn't. We watched the way that the best natural psychics in the West behaved cognitively and behaviorally when they were on target. And we modeled their behavior.
If I'd use the common language that we use in everyday life, I would call a remote viewer some kind of a magician or a telepathy user to get informations from distant places or hidden places in time and space. Is it real? Well, I can assure you that the time that you will spend by trying to learn and then apply and work with remote viewing will not go waste. I can guarantee you that.
Vendosëm që të parashikojmë ndeshjen.
E thonë bëri çudi me sa pash ato vizatimet, duke parë edhe lojën, më bëri çudi se edhe golat u bën si pasojë të vizatimeve.
What it isn't? Well, first of all, remote viewing is not a lie, and I can guarantee you that because me personally, I do not trust any information given by other people. So I had to spend too much time in my life by learning the protocols of remote viewing and then practicing in real life and getting informations that always came 100% accurate.
Vendu si terri si pasojë nga krahu në majtë. Pra, nga qendra i jepet një krosim në krahun e majtë, futet topi përsëri në qendër, e merr tevez. Në të njëjtën kohë, në krahun e djathtë përsëritet vizatimet, rezultonte një lojtar bosh që mund të bënte edhe ai gol. Por e bëri të tevezin mes. Pra, ishte e njëjtja gjë. Sipas vizatimit ishte e njëjta gjë.
Si me dojnë në vizatim që Juventusi do bënde i
golit erdhi si pasojë e krahut majtë. Dhe në bazë vizatimit ishte original.
The information that some people are trying to share that remote viewing is a lie is 100% unreal. Remote viewing is real.
Ty të vizatimi flite dhe për të kuqe. Pra ty ishin 2 kartona të kuq. Edhe kjo prap ishte çudi. Nuk e di tjetër, edhe goli i Benficës po e njëjta gjë në bazë vizatimeve ashtu dilte.
Remote viewing, it's not definitively a demonic power. This is a wrong information that is being shared from centuries to this world by people that work for religions.
Edhe goli i Benficës po e njëjta gjë në bazë vizatimeve ashtu dilte. Nuk di ta shpjegoj.
Why babies see behind people. Theoretically, babies do not perceive what they see because their brain is not yet ready to construct the understanding of what they see. But after many years of research in the field of paranormal and after studying the religions of the region, what I found was more shocking than impressive. I was always driven by doubt when making my research, because I always doubt what I at first think that it might be, as I am told by others. So I had to study for a long time the phenomena of the paranormal before shaping my own opinion about what I'm talking right now. My name is Ervjon and I was born in Tirana, the capital of Albania. I am an investigative journalist and an audiovisual producer by profession. I make documentary films to make my living. I was always interested about the paranormal phenomena because of the presence of other investigators of the field, always appearing from time to time close to my family, which at the time really triggered my curiosity for this kind of things. I'm not going to talk too much in this video for my achievements in the field, but I can assure you that I got proofs that what I say is true, so let's move to the point. I have strong reasons to believe that knowing what else is out there, that usually people don't want to believe that exists, and knowing how the thing works. After many years of research, now I'm pretty sure that babies must for sure feel, and maybe not only feel, but also perceive what we call seeing, things that we used to call the presence of creatures that are not visible to our eyes, to the eyes of the adults. I know that this might trigger your belief that what I say is based on religion, but you must know that that's not true, because I'm one of the biggest enemies of religion, not as a single person that makes everyday struggle to prove that religion is a pretty bad thing, but also as the leader of an entire organization that fights against religion with the help of a quite well-known and very ancient research method to find everything we need and use it against religion. A movement that I started to shape it after starting to really understand the details of what I'm talking about, not only in theory, but also in practice. And the reason why I really believe that what's hidden under religion is exactly the opposite of what is supposed to be the so-called belief in these kind of things. And at least to me, personally, this is crystal clear, because I see it written with black paint in white paper by exactly the makers of these religions in their so-called, by them, the holy books of their religions. They condemn every single person that proves that these things are real, and I have strong reasons to believe that this happens to be because they are jealous of whoever breaks the darkest and the most evil of their best hidden promises, of their so-called spiritual leaders, to not allow anyone use these kind of things without first pay attributes to them for it, because they have claimed ownership of these things, and they are sworn to better destroy the knowledge about these things than let anyone be part of the knowing of the secret of the so-called the secret. In other words, they have built a pyramid of control of the specific kind of knowledge, and whoever wants to be part of this kind of scholarship have to pay a very high price. If you dare to try to get somehow into the so-called the secret without paying this price, they will fight you with the help of the well-known and very cruel system of being condemned and threatened from the whole society of believers for committing this kind of forbidden thing. In other words, whatever I am talking about leads to the conclusion that I have strong evidences that these creatures really do exist, and they stay around us for their own reasons. I have practically tens of hours of video footage and hundreds of pictures of them, made possible with the use of 100% of pure science, and I am talking for almost exactly the same methods that Nobel Prize scientists used for the detection of the so-called antimatter, and also made the first believed to be pictures of it. So what I really do believe that many times the children perceive as seeing, using what they can use to perceive what we adults call it seeing, pointing in the back of the people sometimes might be exactly what I am talking about. And I'm talking about perceiving the presence of what I have evidences that really do exist and can be proven scientifically. This can be for sure proven even for the eyes of the entire human society. Only if the war against religion would be strong enough to forbid us to know and see what is crystal clear, that is real, but they don't want us to know and put our hands on it, because what we can do with it might be fatal for them and the whole pyramid of the system they are in possession of.
It looks that definitely science also is not trying to make people understand that remote viewing is real, because they are trying to hide this information, and I will explain you later why they are doing that.
Real-time remote viewing. The oldest interdimensional telecommunication art of the so-called real magic. There is only one way you can become a good remote viewer: by being a real-time remote viewer. You become a damn good sign reader. You check if the signs are perfect. You reduce and never use the signs that fail even once in a million. And after that, you start reading the signs. I do not yet know for sure if you can use the same way to interact with whatever that thing it is. Why that thing, whatever it is, it talks using signs. If that thing do not fail to interact with you, it for sure leave traces, so you can use it as a feedback. The importance of the feedback. The feedback is a damn good way of interaction. You learn from it. It is a learning tool too, not only a communicating one. Why science during communication?